Hello, hello. Welcome on into another episode of the Whiskey Crusaders. I'm Will.
I'm Matt.
On today's episode, we're talking once again about Balcones, I think for the 930th time.
Something like
This is the Peated Sauternes Single Malt Texas Whiskey. Don't you forget to hit that like and subscribe button, click that notification bell. Matt, do you want to tell me some more about this particular Balcones release?
Last year on the way to the Bachelor's Ball, our buddy Gabe said stop by and had this beauty for me. The Balcones Peated here, the Sauternes finish, which is awesome. Also comes in this really cool box, which I think is really nice. So I know the regular version is like 80, so I think with the box it's like 100. So I mean that's cool. You know, you also added the Sauternes rather than just the regular peated malt. Now, this one's really cool. This is 59.5, made with peated golden promise, which they had to have specially made for them because golden promise their book they had to have Highland Peat actually added to this and peated up to 65 ppm. So that's a really nice peat level we're looking at here. Then, so that was the first 2 years in ex-bourbon cast, and they'll finish for 3 years in the Premier Cru Supérieur Sauternes Casks, which for such a total of 5 years in cast, which is very nice. Of course, no filter, no coloring. As we know, great. We haven't done a whole lot of Sauternes finished whiskeys, maybe a couple. But let's say Sauternes is a dessert wine that basically have the noble rot that goes in it, and the sugar gets all in there. And then perfect the grapes, and it gets evaporation and the water and sugar, super concentrated. And that makes a really beautiful dessert wine, but it's a really awesome whiskey finish, which is my favorite part about Sauternes is what it does to whiskey.
They allow the mold to take hold of the grapes, and they kind of shrivel up into almost raisins. They're not quite raisins, but they're starting to get that shriveled effect where they're losing a lot of the concentration of juice. So this is long after most grapes have been harvested off. They allow for some of the grapes to hang on the vine for longer, and they get that rot, that mold, and then the juice that gets made from it is just this really, really sweet wine, and it can be phenomenal, and it can make for some really, really great finishes on some whiskey for sure too.
Absolutely, yeah, because they call it what? Boisterous cinerea, something like that is the official Latin term for it. Some word like that I can't pronounce.
Yes, it is definitely a word that I cannot pronounce too. And you're close.
Texan, we don't care.
Yeah. I don't speak Latin. I do speak Texan, and
exactly.
I'm fine with that.
Oh, it smells good. It's sweet meat, baby. Oh, certain sweetness coming straight on through. Pear.
I was going to say I'm getting sweetness first.
Yeah, a little petrichor, granola, sweet hay, light heather, some honey. Oh. There's some wisp of smoke coming in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it smells so freaking good.
I'm getting apricot, peaches, nectarine.
Super fruity.
Lots of white fruit.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe even like grapefruit as well.
Yeah.
Tart green grape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Very floral, very white flower, very daisy, very yellow flower. A little bit of rose petal in there. And the peat is just now starting for me to start to show up.
Yeah, some honeysuckle.
Yes, Matt.
Maybe
that's the white flower.
That's really nice. Yeah, this is like a whiskey I would say that's like just turning from fall to winter would be to me. Your leaves are starting to fall off. The flowers are starting to fall off.
There's a denseness to the air.
But it's super sweet. So you want it to be a little bit warmer, but not still cool out. Oh, it smells
it was warm during the day, but now it's nighttime and it's starting to cool.
It's not like
the peat, again, it's present, but it's not overly smoky to me.
No, it's amazing how much the Sauternes covers up the peat on the nose at least, especially at 65 ppm, which is a pretty high peat level.
And what's my percentage of ABV?
59.5, so not okay. 119.
Yeah,
so they're not screwing around.
Yeah.
All right, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, glorious. Oh, yeah. This baklava is the very first thing you pick up. So my wife's relatives are Greek, so They make tons of this stuff every year, so it's exactly what their baklava tastes like. Lemon heads, sweet golden raisins. So it's very sweet peat again. Nice oil, super oily, leather, malt, honey, dried apricots. Remember those ginger candies? Oh, and it's very mentholy and sucks in with the cold of the air.
Mhm.
Oh, it's good.
That peppermint cooling sensation.
Yeah, without the peppermint. Yeah.
This is dried peaches with the sugary topping. This has a nice little dense layer of smoke in there.
Those,
but again, nectarine, peaches, pears, bright citrus, a little bit of grapefruit.
mm-hmm. Got those.
Man, and then this nice little layer of smoke in there as well.
Oh, yeah. Now it's just super peachy now. It's like almost like peach cling at this point with those peach candies that are like soaked in it. Almost, it really is that Sauternes is like really turning up like crazy now. It's a very viscous, thick dessert wine.
Surprised that it's only about 5 years old. This tastes so rich and dense.
Can you imagine what this was 5 years Justin Sauternes would turn into?
Wow.
I'm sure there's probably one sitting in their warehouse right now. Would not surprise me. Yep, just sitting there waiting for someone to go, you're right, it's time to go in the bottle. I have no doubt, and God knows what other experiments are sitting there about, especially now since Diageo owns them now. Who knows what kind of fun stuff Gabe and Jerry are able to come up with. They have essentially unlimited cash.
This is another phenomenal relief. What'd you say my price point was on this?
I think these are like 100. So like, so this was donated by Gabe. But yeah, I know 80 is the regular one with Sauternes. So it's like I saw them as 100, 110 based on what I saw online. So, and it was plus you get this cool box, so you got that going for you. So yeah, I think it's excellent. I think it's a fabulous whiskey.
And about how available is this whiskey to get?
Originally, I think it was pretty much distillery only, but I saw it online a few places. So clearly, someone got a hold of it and selling it.
Fair enough.
So who knows?
If you're a fan of Balcones and a little bit of peat, I think you're going to like this one. And good luck to you getting it.
It is.
I buy them all.
Very different than the peated single malt, which we do have 4 or 5 more of those for you guys to do. So darn. We'll get to them at some point. You're welcome.
So sad. So sad we have to review all these wonderful whiskeys.
So sad.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Click that notification bell. We're live every Monday night, deep diving into a whiskey topic. Help us out financially. Join the Patreon page and get some access to some behind-the-scenes fun. And until next time, keep on crusading for the whiskey in your glass. Cheers. Cheers. I didn't fumble my words at all.
It's all good.
It was perfect.